This is a little shout out for John Carey, 1963 Jag. I know you said you're having issues finding a gas line, but I usually get this stuff in rolls. This particular stuff here is actually 3/8. It's very easy to work with. This is steel. It's like a copper coating on the inside, galvanized finish. I picked this up at Napa, and I want to say this only costed me like, 14 bucks. I get a discount though, but so maybe 20 bucks. Otherwise, there's this company here. This has got like a plastic coating on it, steel tubing, flares. Both of these lines do flare relatively easily, even with your conventional flaring tool. I've had good luck with this stuff. This stuff here is a little bit cheaper. I got this from Advanced Auto Parts, but I would think Checker and pretty much any of the national ones should carry this stuff. Otherwise, I know like the Eastwood company sells rolls of metal line. So I know you said you had a hard time finding a gas line, and then the pre-made one for your Jaguars, you said was very expensive. But that's what I use. I just make this up. And it's very easy to work with. You just, it bends easy. I mean, for 3/8, it's not bad. Yeah, you just stay there. But that's what I use. And I would think you should be able to get it. So, good luck. And then, yeah, I know, flaring tools. That's why I threw mine out. But that's it. Just made a little quick shout out there for John Carey. Alright, got the motor on the engine stand. Jukebox is on, even though I turned the music off because I don't want, YouTube to yell at me. This motor here is supposed to be rebuilt. This came out of the 74 Nova that we bought for the front clip. But the gentleman we bought it from said he, rebuilt the motor. It's supposedly really good. He had all the receipts. There was almost $3,000 worth of, parts and machining. Granted, this was almost 12 years ago. Put the motor in the car, and that's as far as it went. Then you really, start looking at the car first, and it's like, oh man, there ain't nothing left of the car. Yeah, I'm sure the car was still restorable. And I'm sure there's Nova people out there that are just probably, freaking out that we took a 74 Nova SS hatchback 4-speed and chopped it up. But trust me, there was not much left. It needed all the floors, it needed everything. But for what we paid for it, granted it was down in Indiana, but it was a deal. So I'm hoping this engine is, legit, and it is, all rebuilt. That'll save Jamie a ton of money. For the most part, we're not going to do anything particularly wild to this motor, mostly for money concerns. Like I told Jamie, let's just get the car on the road, running and driving. There's always next year, the year after. I mean, everything's held together by nuts and bolts. We can always take it back out and do something more crazy to it. So that's basically our plan. Depending what cam is in here, we might upgrade that a little bit. Take a look at the heads, maybe just clean them up. And just kind of go from there. Try to keep it, budget oriented as possible. It does have a Edelbrock Performer intake on it. The Q-Jet, I don't know if we're going to keep that or not. Sometimes I have pretty good luck with them, and sometimes they're just nothing but a boat anchor. The points distributor will be going bye-bye. I have a MSD ignition for it. Not that I don't like points, it's just I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible for Jamie. So that's the plan with the engine. I rarely do shout outs, and I was thinking about this all week, and I've had a pretty good influx of subscribers as of late, which I don't know if it's because of the Buick or why, but I had 2 new subscribers within the last couple weeks that I figured I'd do a shout out to. One of them is PJ Lincoln 22. You guys, why don't you go check his channel out? He's working on a 49 International pickup. And he's putting it on a Dodge Dakota frame. Really kind of neat. So go check him out. Leave him a comment. You know, he's doing some neat stuff. Another one new to the ballpark is and I'm sure I'm gonna mess this one up. I'm thinking it's NDBT for kids. I think it's in debt for kids. I think is what it means. But he's working on a '56 Ford F100, and he's doing a really cool job on that. So check him out. And of course, we all know about Mr. Heavy Chevy. Well, his wife's now on Mrs. Heavy Chevy. So go check her channel out. We all know she makes neat metal sculptures. So I'm sure we'll be seeing more of that. Plus she's putting a lot of the behind the scenes of Mr. Heavy Chevy, which is kind of cool. So that's it. That's my daily shout out. So I got to move that transmission and move that engine, and I got my bay back so I can start working on stuff again. Granted, you know, whenever it comes time to cleaning the shop, and we've all been there, we don't really clean. We just take all of it and, you know, jam it into a different corner or hide it in a different spot. No one ever really cleans around here. I mean, come on now. That'd be no fun. Alrighty, back at it.